Hey friends, welcome to our recap of CC's Cycle 2, Week 3. Today, for Latin, we said our first conjugation endings in perfect tense, and we just did a simple rhythm to do the chanting. So it was bambas bat, bamis batis bant, bambas bat, bamis batis bant. First conjugation in perfect tense. And we just repeated that a few times, softer, louder, and then at the end faster. For our multiplications, we went ahead and just chanted our fives. So we said 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. And then we did that several times doing different actions. I have a couple cards that the kids can choose at random. And sometimes we did it while hopping on one foot. Sometimes we did it while balancing. Another time we did it while stomping around like elephants. It was a lot of fun. It was a physical exercise time. For the sixes, we did the song that is the official song that's in the app. And it follows the melody of Three Blind Mice. And again, we did that one following the different action cards so that we could repeat it 7 times in different fun ways. For English, we said pronoun order. And I explained to the kids that singular means one and plural means more than one. And in sign language, if you do this, this is one. But if you do this, this means first. So we said pronoun order. First person singular, second person singular, third person singular. First person plural, second person plural, third person plural. And we did that with following our cards that do fun activities, funny voices, so we could get through it 7 times. For history today, we talked about the Crusades, and we said, tell me about the Crusades. So we made up some hand motions that went along with our songs so that we could do it several times with the hand motions. And they go like this. It's Richard, so we made an R. Richard the Lion-Hearted, son of Eleanor of Aquitaine, fought the Turks for Jerusalem during the time of the Crusades from 1095 to 1291. Good job. So that's a super fun one.
That one's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a fun one. For geography, we went over our Western European countries and we brought in little animals, little cats and little plastic dogs that went on a little journey. And we had them hop around to the different places, forwards and backwards and in different orders. And then I had my little guy go to different places and I had the kids tell me where my little animal was visiting. That way we were able to do show me, tell me various ways and went through it 7 times. For timeline today, we talked about Hinduism in India, Phoenicians, you make a P and it goes on a boat, Phoenicians and the alphabet, A-B, Olmecs of Mesoamerica, you make an O around the head. And if you look at your timeline cards, they do have a statue of a head on there, so you can see where they got that from. Israelite Exodus and desert wandering, you make a D, that's kind of wandering in the desert. Israelite conquest and judges. Greek Dark Ages, and then Israel's United Kingdom, and you link your fingers together and do this. For science, today we talked about what are 3 types of consumers, and I asked the kids if they knew what the word consumer means, and consumer is what they eat or what they take in. And so the answer is 3 types of consumers are herbivores, so we make grass that you pretend to eat, carnivores, like lions and wolves, and omnivores.
And T-Rexes.
T-Rexes are carnivores? Very good. And I did tell the kids to go home this week and ask about all the different kinds of animals and keep pointing out different animals and asking, herbivore, carnivore, or omnivore? For fine arts, we reviewed our oils and we practiced drawing an upside down image. And the goal of that was to draw something upside down in order to prevent our brain from tricking us into drawing what our brain thought we saw because we understood what we were looking at. So the drawing was upside down and we revealed little pieces of it at a time. And the kids really, the goal was for them to focus on the different oils that they saw in each particular section as we revealed more and more, and then eventually be able to guess like what it was. And then for our science segment, we talked about Saturn's rings. And the question posed was, why do the rings look solid and how come we can still see through the rings to see the planet? So I asked the kids if they knew where Saturn is and what order, like how far away is it from us and what information do they know about it. And they were able to tell me that they knew that it had rings and that the rings are actually made up of particles of dust and ice that were just out in the atmosphere revolving around the planet. And so then our little experiment was very cool. It showed them, they created an optical illusion with a pencil and some cards that they put together. And so then as they twisted the pencils, they were able to see the cards spin and the marks that they made, that when the thing was still was just 6 marks when they spun it, it really completed the circle and created that optical illusion that our brains would see as a full circle, which is what we observe in Saturn. And I did tell them to go home and ask to see NASA pictures of Saturn so they could see it up close and see that it's actually made, that the rings are actually made up of rock and dust and particles, and they're not actually solid rings. And we also learned that there's actually a couple other planets that also have rings as well, which I did not know. Jupiter is one.
Yeah,
Uranus.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I had no idea. Uranus and Jupiter.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so we all learned something new. And the tie-in to the Lord in our science today was just to see how creative and magnificent God is. And there is a verse in the Bible in Romans that says that God created the heavens and the earth and the sky and everything. And there's evidence of him all around us. So no one is without excuse. No one has an excuse to claim that they haven't seen the Lord, because his workmanship is everywhere. It's in us, it's in the world around us, and it's in heaven, and it's in the planets. And just seeing how amazing and beautiful it is just continues to tell us, wow.
You're beautiful.
Thank you, buddy. God is so creative and he's so awesome. So I hope you guys have a blessed week, and I will see you again next week.